So here we are, Crystal Broadcasters Monthly Circle. So we are here together with the intention of having visions anchored onto the planet through our presence, through our altars, and our walk in life. So each of us here holding this space for the circle in which others will be participating as they choose, virtually, vicariously, but we honor their commitment and excitement about being part of this group. So find a place, make sure your physical body feels held, comfortable, and let your attention then, once the body is anchored and well seated, let your breath move your focus, bringing that energy from beyond into your body, right down the midline and anchored into Mother Earth, into Gaia. Respecting her willingness that we can do our healing, restoration to home here on her surface. Give her gratitude for that. And we call those beings of integrity who have awareness of a bigger plan, a bigger outcome than we could even imagine. We invite them to be here with us in the circle. We activate the energies of our divine family, the agendas that we each hold of experiencing aspects of all that is good. So we invite our family to flow to us, to connect with us. And knowing that we are a part of an energy network beyond knowing, and that our commitment is to bring that all knowing into seeds for life on Earth, this planetary experience. We invite all aspects of Mother Earth to be here also. Stones, plants, water, fire, air, all particles of Earth. That they be with us also to speak to each of us in ways that they know they would like to and can participate in this work. And let your breath then say to the body suit, be well, be strong. Thank you for participating with me in this time on Earth. And I ask that you, bodysuit, be held in great care, health, strength, flexibility, and opening doors to greater in that regard for our walk together. And breathing to relax into this circle, cocooned within the sixfold field, golden cocoon, protected and guarded with the extinction shield beyond that for ourselves, our home, our land, our families, communities, and Gaia herself. With that, our circle is declared, it is set and open for the work for today. With that, when you're ready, bring yourself back to be present. Letting yourself feel what that is like, being held, being loved, seen and appreciated for this commitment. And when you're ready, be back. Okay. So with that, let's each place ourselves in the circle. And what we've been doing is we've been putting all that we want to have healed, blessed, expanded, etc., onto that field of divine good, which is literally was created by beings beyond our awareness about four years ago now. And we've been placing them there, that field of all that is divine that can totally eliminate what is in the way of their health. But I realized we haven't, until just recently, recognized that there is another field that we need to be able to put into that field, which is the field being moved of that energy to extraction or extinction. So, we can put an individual in both fields, because all of us to some degree have had what I'll just say contaminated energy, interfering energy of some kind for some reason. We don't have to worry about it. But there's really two types of work going on with everyone that we are working with, including ourselves. And that is what is of the light needs to be restored to the light. That which is not of the light needs to be removed, extracted, and moved to extinction. So just recognizing that. And I don't know, at this point, I'm saying two fields, but maybe clarifying that the divine field of all that is good will distinguish, and that which needs to be moved back to extinction will be done. And that which is of the light is then freed even more to be. Let's just do it that way. We'll turn it over to the field of divine good. We'll do the clearing and moving. Is that I hope I didn't confuse you, but I had to work that out in my head just now. So as you place as you place yourself in this circle where you're at, and then whomever you would want to be in that field of divine good, know that anything that is of domination or not of the light within those organizations, situations, or individuals will absolutely be handled appropriately. And that frees the rest of their energy field to be restored. And as I've said all that, it seems like we've been doing that, but I guess it just needed to be reset. Anyway, so Sharon Rodney Maynard here on Whidbey Island. Sun is shining. It's always wonderful to have the sun, although I love the mist of the Pacific Northwest, but it is really great to have the sun here. And I'm going to place 75 individuals into that field, 7 animals, furries, and I'm just going to place the 8 regions or the dimensions of Earth life into that field also. And the quality for today would be clarity. And with that, I'll pass to Lynn.
Hi, hi, I'm Lynn. I'm here in Des Moines, Washington. The sun is shining, but they say the clouds are coming in this afternoon, so we'll see. I've been loving the night sky and the sunsets. Have been just amazing. And I will put 35 people in. One person particularly who's having some surgery today. Precious little Evie, the little girl, for her continued healing. And I just put all of humanity and all of creation into the field of divine good. And my word, gosh, you know, it's funny. Well, I don't have another word, so I'll continue to put hope into the circle. And I'll call on Sue.
Okay, I'm Sue. I'm in Lake Goodwin. Bringing in all who want to be here, all who need to be here, all who have asked for help. And I'm surrounding the planet with a force field I'm calling the force field, the spiritual force field. And my word is transformation. And it is transforming the deepest, darkest intentions back into wisdom, love, and light. And that force field is the qualities of wisdom, love, and light. I don't see an extinction of energy. I see a transformation. And that I am setting loose the power within this force field to transform all that is available to be transformed, willing to be transformed, back into all that is good. I'll call on Marielle.
Oh, Marielle, close to Montreal. I'll put in one of my friends who has stage 4 cancer, brain, and I think lung and breast. So he's already in the light. He's an advanced meditator and all that. But he's not completely at peace with this situation. He decided not to take treatment again. So it won't get better. So the quality, I will take acceptance. I will.
So as we have seeded this field with our own presence and our own statements, the qualities of clarity, being open, powerful transformation, and acceptance. Our circle has now been seeded by us. And so it is. So it occurs to me that in the intention of being a crystal broadcaster, holding, I'll just use the word vision for a future, knowing that we have all of Gaia to help us in whatever way we feel drawn and to ask for their participation, huge. And that we also had all of the sacred sites on the planet already broadcasting. And where can we fit within them? Who can we call in? Is there one that that you would be called to anchor within their particular physical spot? Also, it opens up a great deal of possibilities way beyond what we could even imagine ourselves. And since we're going to be meeting monthly, and the suggestion is, and it's only a suggestion, because that's how we did it before when we did crystal broadcasting. Every month, we did a different broadcasting. We did a reality declaration. We did a symbol, that I call galactic glyph. So we put in symbols and numerical formulas. And then we put that on our altar in a circle of stones as a guardian circle, and then crystals and stones around it. Some people in this group are using their outlay lines outside on the planet. They're using it in lots of different ways. But here we are together on the monthly call. So what I thought I'd like to do today, and then we'll see how it works, this might be a format we could use. And that is do a guided journey into the future. And let that journey take you where it does. Like, where are we 5 years down the road? Because you already are holding your own individual, I would say, presence for, and so where, with that commitment you have to values and qualities, where would that be 5 years down the road that you then could see or talk or get a sense of, to bring that back to however you want to, whether you anchor it with words, whether you anchor it with pictures, whether you anchor it with drawings, whether you anchor it on paper in some fashion that you then can put it on your altar, you see? So I thought we'd try that today, so that you could be in a group to get the vision, at least one for the month. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So with that, find where you're comfortable and realize we'll do I'll probably do a 10-minute vision journey. And when I ask you to come back, or just we're getting to the end of the journey and invite you back again, if you are still in that place and want to stay in that place, don't come back just because the clock says come back, you see? So with that, let's take a breath, each of you again. Here you are in this sacred ground collective circle, clearly connected to those beyond, including your divine family's agenda. What do they want to help you bring forth? So breathe. Scan your body to make sure it's still feeling right where it wants to be. And then we're going to let your guides, your team, be there with you where you are, to lift you up out of the body, your consciousness, your traveling self. So with each breath, feeling yourself surrounded, secure, beginning to lift in your imagination and moving up out of the body into your room, moving up through the ceiling of your home, up into the sky warm, the clouds beautiful. Being able to sense Gaia and all of her elements in a different way, knowing that they are there to be with you also. Lifting yourself up even beyond the clouds, and you might have a winged one or a path prepared, or even a ship that is lifting you up into that stream of energy that is secured to time travel. And in that stream, you're going to be moved forward in time to the count of 3 to some future expression of home. So totally surrounded and safe, guarded, moving to the count of 1. Noticing as you move how safe, warm, to the count of 2. Your way of journeying, winged one, ship, path, clearly there for you, holding you to the count of 3. The count of 3, your vehicle moves you down into that future place of good. That future place of good. Just notice where you land. What's around you? Are there individuals? Are there groups? Are there one? And are there elements of nature that you're in? You might even ask, is this 1 year, 5 years? How far in the future have you been taken? There is your guide light right there with you. And you are going to be shown in your imagination that future. Ask to see as many details, colors, people, situations, words as you need to really feel that future place. I'm going to leave you in the hands of those who see and know and call you back in about 10. And as you've been able to be shown this beautiful future, you may want to ask, was there a specific role I played beyond anchoring that vision? And we have about another minute for whatever questions or information you personally might want to have asked and be given. So we come to possible ending of that experience to be moved back to this circle in current time. Give appreciation, bringing back with you what it is that is most important for you to anchor. Having your guide move you onto your means of transportation. Winged one, ship, path. And let that vehicle, that means of moving, take you back onto that stream of time travel. Moving you back to the circle to the count of 3. Moving back, remembering 1. Feeling what that experience was for you. Feeling it, bringing to the count of 2. Closer and closer to your home. To the count of 3. And gently being put back into your home, onto this planet, in this current moment. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and be present. And if you choose to stay in that experience, feel free to do so, of course. And when you're about, capture on paper, I suggest on paper, the words or something to use as a broadcasting piece or a reminder of how you might want to put the words. Just create a symbol, create numbers. And I'm going to share my screen with you with a question: where within the network of sacred sites are you called, or that calls to you, to anchor for the month? You can be broadcasting through our circle network and also broadcasting through the Sacred Sites network. These are just some possibilities. Then take a breath. And when anyone's ready who might want to share what you saw, your experience, feel free to do so. Let's just do it popcorn style. So I'll begin. I was taken like a year down the road, and kind of got a little clarity of what was going on there and what I might be suggested I open up in order to facilitate and make that happen. So mine was maybe more personal, and just a year out. And I'm complete.
So I just asked the question, what's the process to get where? I just asked what the process was. So in my meditation, what I saw was the four elements are playing a major role by releasing tremendous amounts of energy in the rain and the flooding and the snow, the wind, the hurricanes, and fire. It transforms, it clears energy, cleans energy, moves energy, and fire transforms energy. So they are playing their part for a better future. We ask for change, but we don't get to control how that change happens. And then the next part is people are the only channel to bring heaven to earth. It's the only way spirit can enter into the chaos of the human mentality. So being a channel means being open to the flow of infinite wisdom, divine order, infinite love, and sacred light to transform dark agendas, power over intentions, into compassion. And what I see is the more of us who open to being channels, and we already have been told there's more light on the planet now than ever before. There's a new consciousness surrounding the planet for all who want to tap into it. So everything we need, we may have. I'm not getting to see what happens in a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. What I'm showing is what's the word I'm looking for? I already said it earlier. It keeps coming in a sequence of events. Not sure what that means, but there's a process happening for us to have a better future, but we all have a part to play. And I'm sure we will all be guided to our part to play. And as we each share, I just think we'll get stronger and stronger in how we need to tweak it just a little bit to be our own so that it flows better. So I see a continuing process of more love and light on the planet. And if I focus inside, I'm told, I keep being shown, When I focus on the outside, I am disturbed and I am blocking me as a channel of spirit. But I'm also finding as I focus on what's happening in the outside political arena, I get really upset. And within moments, I am turning it around. That's a huge power compared to a year ago, where it would just ruin my day, maybe my week. So taking that destructive energy, acknowledging it, and going into a state of transforming me, that is being a channel. That is sending transformative energy to that negative energy. Okay, thank you, because I hadn't put that into understanding yet. But anytime we can be disturbed and turn it around and focus back on the reality of spirit, we have added the energy of transformation. That helps me. Thank you.
It seems like every time I go into meditation, I fall asleep, or who knows, maybe I'm just in a deep meditation. But you know, I loved your leading us into and out of our bodies, because once I could do that, I was more connected with my soul. It's not like I was not, it wasn't like I wasn't still connected to my body, but my soul was given more freedom to do the work that it needed to do. And what it did for me was to feel more a part of all of creation. I could, it was like freeing myself from the restraints of my body, which I think sometimes limits me. I felt like my soul was able to do more of its work, because my focus with the crystal broadcasting has been for all creation, all of creation, to live in dignity and safety and peace, and that all creation has what it needs in order to thrive. And I feel like the focus on that is positive rather than the negative energy that's being created around. Helps me to stay grounded in divine good, grounded in I don't know. So I don't know, so what will I see in a year? What will I see in 5 years? This is what my hope would be, that creation is more at peace. We don't have the hurricanes, we don't have the fires. The creation feels like it is being honored and loved, and not being destroyed. And there's a lot of things happening right now which will help destroy creation. So I want to hold the focus that they're protected. And I find myself just doing a lot of not acceptable, deep six, just, throwing out of my mouth anytime I hear something that, especially what's happening politically. So, I guess that's my focus continues there and trying to feel a greater creation connection to nature helps me do that. And that's where I'm at right now. To hope.
Can you stop the recording?
Sharon, you're muted. We haven't heard anything you said.
It occurs to me as I'm listening to you each how valuable just what you said, would be within the groups like the Crystal Broadcasters, and as we do the Guardian Circle, into that a secure place, that it would be a resource, because what you said sparked for me. I can't imagine that it would not spark for others. So thank you so much for being present, having prepared yourself to be listeners in order to speak truths into circles that are looking for truths. And so with that, I want us to all again imagine the circle we've created and called forth, and all that have been here with us, giving us space, holding our bodies, helping us travel, helping us be open, helping us receive. And all that has been spoken and activated within our time together, I ask that those vibrational harmonics be magnified a millionfold and broadcast resonating out into our world on every dimension, being amplified by our divine families in the galactic worlds in ways they know can be done. And with that, closing this circle to be held in the sacred ground of sovereignty and blessing, security and love until we meet again. And so it is.